Good morning, welcome to Live Yoga channel. Hello, thank you for hopping on, thank you for tuning in, thank you for streaming from your living room to ours. We're grateful for this moment. My name is Evan, this is Terra.
Aloha.
We are the Live Yoga channel. We appreciate your support and we are grateful for this opportunity to practice yoga. It is our foundation in existence, right? We come back to our connection to the sun, to the moon, to the prana, all the things that we feel inside of us. It brings us sort of a tangible way to come in contact with things that are often way beyond. So very simple, very direct, very beautiful journey we're going to go on with the breath. And remember, I'm the teacher, but the breath is the guide. So we'll have the breath be your guide as we continue. And we are grateful for being here. And so let's come to a comfortable seated position if you're not already in one. And let's go ahead and get ourselves started. So long spine. We meet ourselves wherever we are in the moment. It can be no other way. So allow the eyes to close and let's become aware of the breath and breathing right at the nostrils, tips of the nostrils. Maybe noticing if there's any coolness or heat on the entrance and exits of the breath. Notice if one nostril is more open than the other. Just allow it to be what it is. Again, the breath will be our guide on this beautiful journey. Begin our practice this morning with a round of Kapalabhati. This is the skull shining breath. It's a forceful exhalation through the nostrils, followed by a passive inhalation to follow. So we focus on the exhalation. You take the abdomen and press it back towards the spine on each exhalation, not with your hand, but just with your internal muscles. And again, that passive inhalation naturally follows. Let's work together, following at my pace. Take an inhale. And exhale, 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 exhale. Exhale. Exhale, 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 all the breath. And then inhale, half lung of air. Holding the breath in, lift the chest, drop the chin, pull the shoulders to the ears and engage the perineum like you're holding back from going to the bathroom. Hold the breath in, kumbha, breath retention. No discomfort, so when you're ready, slowly release the breath, slowly release the holds or the locks. And let's do a second round of kumbha. Once again, inhaling in. You can swallow if you'd like at the top. And then hold breath in, lift chest, drop chin, pull shoulders, engage perineum. Kumbha. Gazing into the center of the eyebrows. Release the breath in your own time and way. Momentarily, attention comes once again to the brow. The eyes to come open. We'll do yoga for the eyes. So much time in front of these screens. We love them for what they provide, and we still take time to care for our most exquisite senses, the optic nerve and the gift of vision. Take an inhale, keeping the head still. On the exhaling breath, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, center. Or inhale, exhale, look far right, far left, far right, far left, far right, far left, center. Inhale, the exhaling breath, look down, far right, look up, far left, look down, center. Or inhale, On the exhaling breath, look down, far left, look up, far right, look down, center. Instead of stretching the eyes, we'll focus the eyes. Right hand comes up, shoulder height. Not too high, not too low. Keep the finger right in line with the eyes. Gazing at the fingertip, begin to bend the elbows, slowly bringing the finger towards the nose, and slowly extending. All the focus to the finger, and then momentarily gaze beyond. Once again, focus on the finger without blinking. Slowly to the nose, slowly extending out. Trot.com. Focusing the eyes, gazing beyond, and one more time, focus to the finger. No blinking. Slowly extending back out. And then release the hands, and the palms together. Some prana going. Activity, energy, friction. Yeah, and then palming of the eyes. Right hand covers right eye, left hand covers left eye. No light coming in. Slow down the breath. Let the eyes be bathed in the rods and the cones and the retina. Receiving healing vibrations from the hands. Releasing the hands, interlacing fingers, pressing palms out and up. So you can move your side body or your sit bones if you need to get comfortable here. We'll stay for a few breaths. Lengthening the elbows, pressing the palms out, pulling the shoulders back down. See if you can slow down the breath. Slight constriction to the back of the throat. We'll begin Ujjayi breathing. Air passing the epiglottis. Make the sound of an ocean wave in the Ujjayi breath. And then slowly release. Right arm comes over left. Palms face back. Palms face away. Turn the palms down. Interlace the fingers. Yoga for the hands and fingers. The stretch coming up to the wrists, the elbows, into the shoulders. Keeping a smile on the face. To your degree of flexibility. And switch. Left comes over right. Interlace, roll in, up, and over. Let's keep a smile on the face as we warm up the joints of the arms and fingers for 3, 2, 1, and release. Move into yoga for the toes. So get the spine back to the middle of the mat. Sit bones down. We'll do Dandasana. This is staff pose. So activate here first. Get the backs of the legs long. Calves and heels to the mat. Hands can be at your side or a little behind. Lift the heart. Chins parallel. We'll start with toe cranks. Just squeezing the toes for 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. And release. Yoga for the toes. Right comes over left, interlacing toes, similar to what we did with the fingers here. So see if you can interlace those toes. 1 toe, 2nd toe, 3rd toe, 4th toe, perhaps the big toe. Even if you can get 1 toe wherever you're at, squeeze the toes. This is activating the nerves all the way up into the sciatic nerve. Squeezing the toes for 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll do the other side. Left comes over right. Interlace. It's a mental concentration and a beautiful, detailed warm-up activating these nerves. Our yoga teacher says you need the toes. How do we get to where we're going? We're going to walk to the bathroom. You need the toes. You're going to go to the store. You need the toes. You want to go to the beach on the surfboard. You need the toes. Yoga for the toes. Bless your toes. Squeezing for 3, 2, 1, and release. So moving to the ankles now. Extending for 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. Clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Coming up to the knees here, moving the warm up. Grab opposite elbows, lift that chest, and we're going to rotate the knee for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Switching. Doing both sides. Grab the elbows, lift the chest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice vigorous warm up on this Monday morning. Having some fun. Come to the front of the mat. Get the right heel in. Move into the quads here. So take your time to get that knee back. Everybody's body is different. Slowly stay with breath. Start to walk the body back. So it's a quad opening. And then you can come to the backs of the elbows if that's comfortable. If you have the privilege, you can start to let the head back. Perhaps let the top of the head touch the floor. If you have the privilege there, lay the spine down. And long arms coming overhead. If you want to let out an audible exhalation, so long as you don't wake up your neighbor, you have all the permission that you need. Yeah, let it go a little bit. And then a few deep, slow breaths, please. And we'll come back to the elbows. Inhale, come on up. And we're going to switch. So we balance the left and the right. The left is the lunar, the receptive, the feminine. The right is the masculine, the solar, the positive. So just taking your time here on the right side. I bet our masculines and our feminines in most bodies are very different from side to side. So we take our time listening to the body, using breath, and then slowly coming to your full expression of the pose. Perhaps laying the spine down with the arms overhead. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Elbows to the mat. Coming all the way up. Standing position. All the way up at the front of our mats. Yeah. Feet are together. Eyes can come closed once you've found your center. You soften the gaze. Fingertips at the sides. You can stand tall, peel the shoulder blades back. Engaging the thighs, lifting the chest. Visualizing in your mind's eye beautiful sunrise that you've seen lately. I walked outside this morning. Beautiful saffron glow coming up on the mountain, the clouds lighting up. Visualize a beautiful sunrise that you've seen, perhaps recently or in the distant past. Contemplate this amazing star in our solar system, all the life-giving energy in your body, and all the other bodies, and all the plants and animals, entire planetary systems that are reliant on this beautiful, beautiful star. Grateful for our relationship to the sun. Surya Namaskar, we're going to move 12 poses together with the breath. Take an inhalation, allow the eyes to come open. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms come up. So feet are down, arms are up. Look up, reach up. Can keep breathing here momentarily. And on an exhaling breath in your time and way, let's hinge forward. This is the first stretch of the morning, so bend the knees if you need to. Let the head hang heavy. You can place the hands to the shins, perhaps to the mat. Flexible enough, perhaps the palms. But again, first stretch in the morning. Key to this pose, my breath. Slow down that breath. Press evenly into the backs of the knees. Press the tailbone towards the sky, bringing the weight slightly out of the heels. Lengthening the spine, let the weight of the head hang heavy. And if you have the privilege of touching your hands to the floor, you can use the leverage of that contact point to bring yourself even deeper to the pose. Place the hands, bend the knees, take the left leg back, left knee down. Ashwashanshalanasana, this is the equestrian pose. Lift the chest, pull the arms back. You're going to gaze forward and up on the ceiling. Softening front toes, front knees coming towards the midline, back knee in contact with the earth. Lunge into the hips. That's the magic of this pose. Lunging to the hips. As you do that, lift the chest, gaze up a little bit further to your degree of flexibility. Without strain in the breath, continue to be full, steady, and as complete as you possibly can be. Place the hands in line with the front foot. Turn the back toes, right foot back. Paravokanasana, this is our first mountain pose of the morning. Spread those fingertips, pressing evenly into the hands. Your elbows are drawn towards one another. The weight of the head hanging heavy, and you can gaze back in the direction of the belly button. Make some space for the shoulder blades to open. Lengthening those intercostalis, that's rib cage muscles. You can feel them, visualize them lengthening. Similarly, the tailbone lifting up to the sky as the knees. You can notice one knee wants to press back more than the other, so you can press both knees back evenly. And notice one heel wants to press down more than the other. Perfectly okay if the heels don't touch the earth. See if you can press both heels down evenly. Beautiful, steady breath. At the end of your next exhalation, go ahead and drop the knees to the floor. Send the heart right between the thumbs. Keep the elbows bent close to the body. You can claw the fingers if you'd like to lift those elbows to the sky. This is Ashtanga Ashtanga Namaskar. 2 feet, 2 knees, 2 hands. 1 chest and 1 chin. Extend that chin a little bit further. Lengthen the front of the neck. Gazing at the nose. Breathing slowly. And then we'll point the toes. We're going to come to Bhujangasana Cobra. Or you can go ahead and bring the elbows in line with the shoulders for this first round. Or if you have an injury, little backward bend. Keep the hips down. Point the toes. Lift the chest. Gaze up. Exhaling breath, place the hands in line with the shoulders once again, and we're coming back to Paravokanasana, mountain pose. Pressing evenly the hands and feet. Take an inhale and exhaling breath. We're going to go ahead and empty the breath with the mouth, and then we'll do up, down with the belly button. So all the breath out, and then up, down with that belly button. Lift the belly. I'm going to do a little bit of abdominal movement. A few more. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And then release and take an inhalation. And an exhalation. Inhaling breath. Let's get the right foot forward, right knee down. Find the right spot. You said that. Alright, left foot forward, right knee down. Monday morning, we're getting these right. Here we go. Ashwashanshalanasana on the other side. So the transition from left to right is already waking me up. Get the hips down. Get the chest coming forward. You can use your arms to peel back. Gaze up. Warming up already. You can feel the heat rising in the body. Grateful for the sun. Front knees coming to midline. Gazing up. Steady breath. For 3, 2, 1. Let's place the hands. Right foot's coming to meet the left. Backs of the legs come along, and you may notice. See if you can notice if perhaps the body's starting to elongate already from these practices. Forehead coming in a little further down the shins. Maybe you have the privilege to press the palms to the earth now, or turn the arms around, begin to bend the elbows. It's your practice, your journey. You know your journey. And pressing to the feet, bring the palms together. Inhale, rising up. And then exhale, hands heart level. Release the palms to the sides. Beautiful. We'll do Surya Namaskar on the other side. Take an inhalation. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, rise up, lift up, look up. Exhale, hinge and fold. So let's move with the breath as we go. Right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, lift up, Ashwashan Chalanasana. Place the hands. Left foot back on the exhaling breath. Parvokanasana, mountain pose. Knees, chest, and chin. This is like between breaths here at the back of that exhale. And then inhale, Bhujangasana or Sphinx to your degree of flexibility. Exhaling, turn the tops of the toes. Parvokanasana, mountain pose. And of course, if you have an injury or something you're dealing with, listen to your body. Go with your breath and your flow. Right foot forward. Left knee down, inhale, lifting the chest, looking up. And then place the hands on the exhaling breath. Left foot comes to meet the right. In your time and way, back so the legs are long. And then press the palms, inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands, heart level. Beautiful. Let's release the palms to the sides. Allow the eyes to close. Now we're going to visualize that other amazing celestial body in the sky, the moon. It's a crescent moon. When I walked out to see the beautiful sunrise, I saw the crescent moon. It's a composting phase of the moon cycle. So we're coming down to the last, 3 to 5 days of this cycle. It's waning moon. So grateful for all of the revelations of the previous cycle. We allow ourselves to become a little more dormant, a little bit more dreaming. We're grateful for our relationship to the moon and its natural cycles, the way it affects the waters of our body, the way it affects the thoughts in our mind. We dedicate this Chandra Namaskar to our mind, making our mind our best friend, changing only 4th and 9th postures, allowing eyes to come open, take an inhalation. Exhaling breath, hands heart level. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge forward. Again, body's starting to warm up here. Let's take some breaths in the fold, please. Noticing the different places that you go in this pose. Being present to your journey. Remaining steady in the breath. Bend the knees, left knee back. Hands come to heart level this time, and inhale all the way overhead. Here's that beautiful crescent moon. Keep that front knee coming towards midline. A smile on the face. Lift the chest. Pull the arms up. Remain centered in breath for 3, 2, 1. Place the hands. Turn the back toes. Right leg comes back. Parvokanasana, mountain pose. Pressing evenly to hands. Pressing evenly into the heels. Lifting that tail. Slight tuck of the chin. Knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Ashtanga Namaskar. Elbows tight, and then inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, mountain pose. Left foot forward, right knee down. Hands to heart level. Inhale. Arms going all the way up and overhead. This is crescent moon. You can notice the difference between that two different sides of the body and honoring exactly where you find it in this moment. Breathing deeply, noticing the changes, the opening in the body as we breathe. Place the hands, right foot forward on an exhale. Backs of the legs are lengthening. Forehead, perhaps coming in the direction of the shins. You can lengthen that chest off the thighs. Press the hands into the shins or the earth, maybe the tips of the fingers, maybe the whole palms. If you have the privilege, turn the palms around. Feel the heat rising in the body. Palms together. Press to the feet. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the palms to the sides. We'll do Chandra Namaskar on the other side. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Right leg back. Right knee down, hands to heart level. Inhale, arms up. Crescent moon. Place the hands in front. Left foot back. Mountain pose. Ashtanga Namaskar. All the way down and through to Bhujangasana on an inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. Right foot forward, left knee down. Palms together at heart level. On the inhalation, the arms come overhead. Place the hands in front. Exhaling breath, feet are together. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the palms to the side. Once again, eyes remain closed. Bringing our attention into our chest region. And feel the beating of our heart. The auricles and the ventricles of the heart are working. Blood coming in and out. The teacher reminds us that the movement of the capillaries and the fingers and toes and vibrations in the skull. Grateful for this movement of energy. I'm grateful to ourselves for our willingness to engage these practices. Let's allow eyes to come open. We'll begin with our first pascha. Uttasana, the chair position. We'll bring the arms at heart level. Arms coming all the way overhead. You can stay in a steeple or release the arms. You got tight shoulders like me. Take an inhale, gaze up, keep the chin parallel, and then on the exhaling breath, we're sitting down and back like we're going into a chair. To your degree of flexibility, you start to bend those knees a little further. You can play with the weight in the heels slightly. Elbows are straight, fingertips are pointing. Once again, gaze is up into the heavens, looking up. Sit down a little further. You perhaps can lift the toes as we sit down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Stand tall. Release the arms. We're going to interlace the fingers back behind us. Do Dvikosan, double angle. Squeeze the arms. And then inhale, exhale, fold forward. Okay, so we've been in the forward folds this morning already. Now we add the arms to start to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the arms up. Forehead in the direction of the shins. Backs of the legs are long. For 5. Breathing deeply, please. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly coming back up, and we'll do. We did our chairs. Let's go to our table. Get ready for breakfast after this. Got to get the chairs and table out. And keep working on that joke till Tara laughs. We'll get there eventually. There we go. Second time. Arms come all the way up. Take an inhale. And then on the exhaling breath, hinge and fold. Flat back. Belly up. Arms extend, so elbows are straight as possible. Fingertips extend once again. You can leave the palm shoulder distance or go to a steeple. Gaze is down to the floor. Weight slightly out of heels. For 5. Breathing deeply, stay engaged. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands to heart level, bend the knees. Energy into the left foot, right leg's coming up and back. Press the rear heel, point the toes towards the earth. If you don't have a neck or a back injury, you can release the arms out in front. I like to say a line of energy from the rear heel out through the fingertips. It's like a little laser. Running from that heel all the way out through the fingertips. Gaze remains down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to heart level. We'll come all the way through. Let's work some balance. Extend that heel. Lift the leg. I got a long way to go. I'm smiling at the shake in the leg. Lift, lift, lift that thigh. Bottom side of the leg is parallel to your mat. Maybe next week. Maybe next month. Maybe next year. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's do Relaxation tree pose. Everybody loves the tree. Press the heel into the inner thigh. If it doesn't make it, get it to the calf. Never to the knee. I love your knees. Slowly press the foot to the knee, glue it, take this knee back, one hand and the other to heart level. Standing left leg is the key to the pose, and then from there, find a way into your tree. You can kind of open, you can come wide. We made a forest over here. That's like, maybe that's not fair. So we'll go arms overhead. Continue to breathe, a little hip opening involved in the tree. For 3, 2, 1, and release. And we'll do the same thing, balance sequence. If you want to shake it out, yoga pokey. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Hands to heart level. Deep inhale. This one is a little bit, we're going to jump right in. So then the body hinges forward. Standing right leg is firm. Left leg comes back. Press the rear heel, point the toes. If you have no injuries, extend the arms all the way out in front, listening to your body this morning, staying with breath. Gazing down about 4 feet in front. Once again, line of energy from rear heel out through fingertips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll come through. You can rest on the way or just all the way up and through. Yeah. Lift, lift, lift. For 5, smiling at the shake. 4, maybe next week. 3, maybe next month. 2, maybe next year. 1, release. We'll go Relaxation again. Start at the calf. If that's comfortable, come to the inner thigh. And then glue it. Press the standing leg back into the foot. So let this really be a connection point. Send the hip back. You've got your hip opener. Hands to the heart. And then slowly overhead to your degree. You can come out. You can come up. You can stay one hand to heart level. Whatever is growing in your neighborhood, we are grateful. Celebrating the local trees. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're losing lights. We've got sunshine coming in, so we've got a variation in the light spectrum here. We appreciate everyone's flexibility moving through that. And let's do swing tree. We're having fun with the trees. Feet are greater than hip distance apart. We're going to wake up the side body. So right hand grabs the left. Take an inhale. On the exhale, get the left hip out. So that's the beginning of the pose. Then start to pull a little bit, right hand to left, right shoulder forward, gaze towards that left armpit. Pull a little further for 3, 2, 1, and switch. Left grabs the right. Hip comes out on an exhalation, then round out that side body. Left shoulder forward, gaze towards the right armpit, chest. Keep breathing for 3, 2, 1, and release. All the way to hip distance apart. We're coming in the direction of the floor, like my hands to my hips, or any other way you want to find your way down. Take an inhale. On an exhaling breath, hinge and fold. Hands to feet position. They call it Padahastasana. So if you're able to, you go ahead and step all the way underneath. And if not, there's no problem. We'll come all the way back to the backs of the calves, maybe to the fronts of the shins, or just maybe just tips of the fingers underneath. So find your degree of flexibility to begin. And then commit to breath. Lengthen evenly to the backs of the knees, pressing towards the back wall, tailbone coming towards the sky. You can feel the length in the vertebrae. So tune into your spine momentarily. Feel the spine at the tailbone lengthening. You can feel the spine at the lower lumbar vertebrae, creating space between each vertebrae. Visualizing space arriving in that long middle spine. They call it the thoracic spine. Thoracic spine, all the muscles in the ribs, this is where they soften. Just loosen a little bit. And then tuning to the upper back between the shoulders. Seeing some space develop there, all the way into the cervical spine. And then all the way up to the atlas and axis. That's where the skull sits. Maybe just like a... Can we create a millimeter of space or less in each one of those areas? And then breathe. Breathe into all that space that you've seen. 3, 2, 1, and release. Peace fingers to the big toes. We'll stretch the neck now. So bring your awareness again to that low back and now lengthen it. Lift the ribs, lift the chest, lift the head, lift the neck, look up. Backs of the legs are long. You're looking up towards the middle of the room, perhaps all the way to the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Place the hands. Walk it back. Mountain pose. Parvokonasana, once again, we come to mountain pose. Amazingly, in yoga, we call this a resting position. The head comes below the heart. It's an opportunity to not so much catch your breath, but to really find the rhythm of your breath. So tune into the rhythm of your breath. Bend the right knee, press the left heel down. Bend the left knee, press the right heel down. Straighten both knees. Press both heels evenly down. Right heel is down, left leg's coming up to the sky. Activate that right fingers, the right elbow, straighten that right arm. Press that right heel into the earth, lift the left leg a little further. 3, 2, 1, take an inhale. Exhaling breath. Left foot's coming forward. Here comes our warrior series. Back foot turns in 10, 20, maybe 30 degrees. So take a moment to get the feet set. Yeah, sink in a little bit more. Beautiful. And then the right hip is coming forward. Put a flashlight on that right hip. And then hands to heart level. Get the rib cage coming forward. Get the right shoulder in line with the left. If possible, hands can be in a steeple or apart. Once again, to your degree of flexibility. Listening to the body. Front knee come towards midline. Soften those front toes. Activate the back edge, the pinky toe edge of the back foot. Vira 1, warrior 1 position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Virabhadrasana 2. Open up your hands, reset your feet. Get the back foot back a few inches if you need. Arms come parallel to the mat and floor. Palms can be up or down. Arms are parallel, which means you're active and focused to the front fingers here. Stay activated in the back arm. Sink the hips. Lift the belly. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fearless warrior. Brought our shapes to a diagonal. Lengthen the spine, lift the heart, extend the arms. Smile at the shake in the front leg. For 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, right hand to the sky. So revolving here out of the belly, out of the chest, to lift the heart. Right hand extends to the sky, left hand to the floor. And take the right hand now to the low back. If you want to go to your bind, you may. Otherwise, again, just keep revolving. Lifting the heart to the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Release. Hands to the earth. Back knee down. Heel toe. Heel toe. So we go to Kandinyasa here. So if any variations you need to do, if you want to just hop child's pose, it's going to be okay. But let's go. A is for attempt. Place the hands in line like a push-up. Get the inner left tricep in contact with the inner left thigh. Get the right elbow ready to hook the right thigh. And then the body comes slightly forward. Get the back knee long. Maybe to the back toes, perhaps. Then the front toes lift. Straighten that left leg. Point the toes in the back and start to lift up. For 3, 2, 1. And release. Come to sit in child's pose. Beautiful. Listening to the heartbeat, sign of life. Been with us ever since we've been in our mama's womb. 27 days in the womb, the heart starts beating. It's a constant companion. It's the electrical impulse inside the whole body. I'm grateful for this amazing heartbeat. Tuning into those 2 beautiful lungs ventilating. Check in with the lower lobes, middle lobes, and the upper lobes. Grateful for the respiration process. Heart and lung working in combination to bring prana, healing, and energy into our bodies. Grateful for the heart, grateful for the lungs. Inhaling breath, let's rise on up. We'll do, once again, same thing on the other side. So come all the way to Parvokonasana, mountain pose. We're going to explore the Surya side, the sun, masculine energy through these warrior poses. This time left heel comes down, right leg comes to the sky, activating right fingertips, left elbow, pressing left heel to the earth, lift that right leg a little higher for 3, 2, 1, inhale, and exhale, right foot forward, outer edge of the back foot comes slightly forward. Your body knows the journey here. Slowly sink to the hips, left hip forward, hands heart level. Inhaling, arms overhead. Left shoulder in line with the right. So the rib cage comes forward. Keep a smile on the face. Soften those front toes. And notice that the front toes goes with the smile. Loosen the toes and then loosen the mouth. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll switch Virabhadrasana to your way. I like to keep the front foot set and then walk the back foot back a little bit. And that left hip starts to open now. It's not facing forward anymore. Sink a little forward, more down. Arms are parallel, gazing at the front hand. For 5, Virabhadrasana 2, 4, 3, 2, building strength, building will, building courage of a warrior. 1, and switch. Fearless warrior, Advaya. Advaya means fearless. becoming fearless. What is fearless? Contemplate your relationship to fearlessness for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand to the earth, left hand to the sky. Beautiful juxtaposition between the earth and the heaven. Lift up. Look up towards that hand for 3, 2, 1. Left hand to the low back. Perhaps to your bind, or otherwise just engage that right palm to the earth and lift that heart up to the sky for 3, 2, 1, and release the hands, release the back knee. Again, your body knows the journey we're going on here, so keep your mind out of it and go for it. Heel toe a little bit to the side. Get your hands ready in a push-up. Back side of the right tricep in contact with the left thigh. The key to this pose, frankly, is this opposite elbow. It's going to hook. That's where the balance comes. So you'll start to get it when you feel it. If I could be there, I'd show you. That left hip comes in. That's the action. This leg straightens. Back knee is down. This is part of the pose. That you can do this. Lift the chin. Start to get the back knee up. And then the toes, perhaps. Point the toes all the way up. A is for attempt. And slowly come on down. And come to meet in child's pose. So resting the forehead down, knees slightly greater than the hips, buttocks comes to the heels, best you're able. Palms turn to face up in a very receptive pose. Child's pose. Tuning now to that amazing organ that is our protective layer. It's the largest organ in or of the body. The skin. So grateful for the skin. You can feel the pores are beginning to open up. The elements are mixing inside our body. We talked about that fire. The water element is inside. It mixes with the air element and it creates a steam. It's a purification. Yoga is the inner steam. It comes out through the skin. It's a purification process, waking up all those beautiful skin cells, allowing perspiration to come effortlessly out. It allows prana to come in. It becomes a new wave or a new layer of the air in the sky to kind of be absorbed into the body. The skin is our most, it's like very absorbent. So we're learning to purify the skin. Resting momentarily, child's pose. Inhale, come up. And we'll do a little bit of backwards bending from all fours this morning. So we'll come into another form of table position. So the knees come under the hips. Palms are in line with the shoulders. Do a little what they call cat and cow. So it's an inhalation. Tuck the tail, drop the belly, lift the chest. Gonna look up. Lengthen the front side of the chest. And on exhale, chin to chest, roll the spine. Forehead comes in the direction of the tailbone. It's like the forehead and the tailbone are going to kiss. And again, inhale. Now it's like the crown and the tailbone are going to meet in the back direction. So open. And then exhale, round. Do 2 more like that, your own breath and pace. Use the breath. Slow it down a little bit. Really nice for the brain stem, the entire spinal cord to go through this movement. Everybody do 1 more. Full and complete inhalations and exhalations, matching the movement to the energetics of the spine. Finish up with a rounded spine. Exhale. And then we'll come back to a flat back. Go ahead and lift the left hand like we're going to do a shake the hand in front. And we're going to take that, because we lift the left hand, we'll take the right leg back. Do a balance pose. Press the rear heel, fingertips coming forward for 3, 2, 1, and release. If you want to go to the backward bend, go ahead and bend the knee, get the left hand back to grab the right. Lift the chest, and see if you can kick the foot into the hand. You can look over that left shoulder momentarily if you'd like. For 3, kick into the hand. 2, 1, and release. All right. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So left hand now grounds, right arm's going to lift up. Left heel is coming back. Yeah, so let's get some length in the spine here, lengthen the belly, gazing down for 3, 2, 1, and then bend the knee, reach back, and play with the weight a little bit. The weight back in that left hand, start to kick the foot to the hand. You can gaze up over that right shoulder if you'd like. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's rest the arms in front. We haven't done this pose in a minute. I'll take it as called like a quarter dog. Keep the buttocks in line with the knees, and then just walk the hands in front. Nice opening in the upper back. You can stay clawed in the hands if you'd like, or you can just rest the head and rest the forehead. Rest the forehead, rest the elbows. So find your degree of activity. If you want to stay real active, you can claw the hands. If you want to be a little more passive, keep the palms down, maybe keep the elbows down. Send the heart right down to the earth here. Like that middle back is just really, should feel really easy to access. For 3, 2, 1, and then use your hands to walk ourselves up into a standing position on our knees. We'll go to Ukstrasen, camel pose. There we go. We'll both go side to side for this one. Feels good. Come up on the tops of the toes if you need a little bit more distance when we go back. Otherwise, keep them flat. Your journey. Press the hands to the low back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And for some of us, this is the pose. Stay right there and breathe. You want to go to the next stage? Again, you can lift the toes. Reach one hand back and the other. Eventually, the head comes back. Listening to your body. If there's room, let that head back. Perhaps tops of the feet to the floor. Big opening in the front side of the body for 5, 4, press the hips, lift the heart. 3, 2, 1, hands back to the low back. Go right back into child's pose, please. Take your time. It should be a natural movement. Back down. Beautiful. Can momentarily visualize healing energy going from your heart all over the body. Yogi Charu says that when we're in the womb, we're in this more curled in position. But when we go to the backward bends, that's the fullness of the human experience, is to open the spine all the way up and out. So then we rest back into the comfortable place and just let all that energy that you just opened up move all throughout you. All right, and then we'll inhale, come up, and let's come to meet in a squat from there. So we'll go right to squatting position from here. So knees come a little wide, hands in front. Just turn the tops of the toes. So it comes from knees, toes come under. You can walk the feet out if you need. Yeah, let's try a squat. I like this one. Hands together at the earth. Press the knees to the elbows, elbows to the knees. Lift the chest for 3, 2, 1. We'll release the left hand to the earth in front. Right hand's coming all the way up to the sky. Nice opening for 3, 2, 1, and switch. So right hand comes in front, left hand, again noticing the different sides. For 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll bring the hands in front. Bakasana, this is crow position again. A little bit more, just go for it and less thinking. Give it a shot. Place the hands into the earth. Press the backs of the knees into the triceps, or all the way just to the hinge and the elbow. That bone is really the key to this pose. It's a similar ledge. You got to get the ledge. Then gaze forward. And then this is where we don't listen to our mind so much. We just go for it. Start to get the toes slightly together. Maybe one comes up, maybe the other. Maybe you want to go all the way to headstand. Tripod headstand would be in this direction. Top of the head, one foot or the other. Maybe both all the way through the middle. Again, or we just go to crow and give it a shot. So A is for attempt, depending on your practice, where you're at. If you've got headstand in the middle, eventually we'll all come back down. What you got today? So we listen to our body, right? Every day is different. We want to go through it. So I'm going to go ahead and bring us into Sarvangasana. This is the shoulder stand. So again, if you've got your headstand in the room or you're just mastering that crow, now is the moment to go for it. The rest of us, let's hop in. You can, if you got a baggy shirt like me, tuck it in, and then we'll slowly come all the way to the earth. For some inversions, we do like to add and include the inversion practice. This is a very accessible form of doing this. Knees come into the chest, and if you don't end up going all the way up, just hang out with the knees in the chest. Feels good? All right, we'll place the hands to the earth, and then roll the back up, hands to the low back. Start to walk the hands up the low back. Stand the legs up. And again, you could be in Ardha Sarvangasana, which is half shoulder stand. Looks a little more like a V. Or you start to kind of walk it all the way up. You'll get more and more comfortable with the chin to the chest. No movement in the cervical spine, please. Gazing at the big toes. Find some comfort and support here for 5. So relaxing for the heart. Sending all that energy back into the heart. Using gravity now as our best friend. 3. Gazing between the big toes. 2. 1. And we'll try halasana variations, plow variations. Left leg stays up, right leg's going to come down to the earth. If it doesn't reach, that's perfectly okay. Extend the legs. If you're in headstand, you can do splits. 3, 2, 1, and then switch. Right comes up, left comes down. Listening to your body, your journey. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and both legs up. And now let's try both legs coming down. Full plow position. So hands can stay to the low back. If you want to release the palms, interlace like Terra has done, you may. Otherwise, just keep your hands there. Your journey. You know your practice. Extend those legs. Gazing towards the belly button for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we'll come all the way back up to shoulder stand, and then find a way down. So you can do vertebrae by vertebrae to come down, place the hands in contact with the earth, or just bend the knees. So kind of your journey. Monday morning here, I'm grateful for any way we can come out of our shoulder stand. Eventually bring the legs out in front. Do Matsyendrasana. This is the fish pose. So come onto your mat as best you're able. If you got to wiggle a little bit, that's okay. Flat spine, heels together. Elbows tight to the body. Bring the hands underneath underneath the butt. Spread the palms or spread the fingers so you really have some contact there. Activate the front shin or the arms, and then lift up and drop the back of the head. Heels together, point the toes. Lower set of teeth past the upper set of teeth. Keep lifting the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Lengthen the spine once again. And turn the head and neck from side to side. Turn the palms to face open. Do Setu Bandhasan, the bridge position. Bend the knees. Heels into the buttocks. Place the hands down to the earth. Again, this is your journey. Listen to your body. We're going to do a little backward bending. Finding what works best for you here. Start to lift the belly. Lift the thighs. Lift the tail. If this is your pose, stay right there. This is beautiful. Staying there. Or moving to the next stage. You can interlace the hands underneath. Peel the shoulder blades together. Kind of lifts you a little further onto the cervical spine. Chin comes in the direction of the chest. Listen to your body once again, your journey. Breathing deeply here. It's a very safe place to backward bend. You can sustain for a long period here. Stay with your breath. If you'd like to go to the next stage, we'll do full chakrasana or wheel position. Release the arms. Place the fingertips in line with the shoulders. Press the palms down. Come to the top of the head. Press evenly the hands and feet. Lift the hips. Engage the middle back. Open the heart once again. This is the full expression of the human experience. Lift the toes for 3, 2, 1, and slowly all the way back down. Finding something that's relaxing for you with the legs extended or knees in the chest, whatever's most perfectly counter for you. Turn the palms to face open, momentarily relaxing in a corpse-like position. Awareness to the heart and chest region, please. Lengthen your inhalation and slow down your exhalation, please. Again, feeling the release of energy that the back bend provides to the organism. Okay. You're going to point the toes, bring the arms all the way overhead. You're going to lengthen the right leg and right arm, reach, reach, reach. And relax, switch, lengthen the left toes and left arm, reach, 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 and relax. Now lengthen both toes and both arms. We're going to reach. Inhale, and then we're coming all the way up. All the way up to a seated position. We're in Dandasana, back to stick pose. Feet are together, heels press away. We'll inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge and fold. So body's loose, right? We did a lot of warming up to get to this stage. So enjoy this forward fold. Long, slow, steady breath. Forehead in the direction of the shins. You can let the weight of the head go. No problem there. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, a little deeper, 2, 1, and release. We'll bring the feet hip distance apart. Walk the right hand back behind the center line. Come to our twist. So just to walk that hand back. Eventually the elbow may even come down. Keep the toes pointing up towards the sky. Left hand over to the left thigh or to the earth. Looking towards the opposite corner, back corner of your mat for 3, 2, 1, and release. You go switch. Take your time. Nice, easy twist. Again, body's pretty loose, so you got some room here. Hand comes from the thigh, off, walking it around. It's the right hand on the left side of the body, gazing over towards the left corner of the mat for 3, 2, 1, and release. So we're wringing out the spine. Let's hold the spine in place. Boat pose. Merrily, merrily, merrily we go. So you can keep the knees bent, no problem, or straighten the legs. Lift the chest, extend the arms, gaze right at the big toes for 3, 2, 1. Kapalabhati, forceful exhales. And then everybody's favorite yoga pose. Shavasana, this is corpse pose. Spin around 180 degrees. Lay that spine gently down. Remove the hair bun. Cover the eyes or use a cover if you're in the air conditioning. You feel like your body might get cold. Find a way to be comfortable. Entire spine is resting flat to the floor. Eyes are coming closed in this moment. As we've reminded folks of late, this is where the magic happens. Please, stay with us. Give yourself the gift of relaxation. Lift the right leg, slightly point the toes, squeeze, flop the right leg. Lift the left leg, point the toes, slightly squeeze, flop the left leg. And squeeze the buttocks like you're going to lift the hips, but take the belly button down, down, down to the earth. Squeeze and relax. Hips, genitals, midsection are relaxing. Take a deep inhalation, fill, fill, fill the chest, and on the exhale, open the mouth. Let all that breath go. Fist with the right hand, lift the right arm slightly, squeeze, flop and release. Left arm, lift, squeeze, flop the left arm. Lengthening the back of the cervical spine now. Keep the skull on the ground, take the chin to the chest. Lengthen and release. Gently turning head now from side to side. Back effortlessly to center. Opening the mouth wide, wide, wide. Stick the tongue out, release all the breath. Return the smile to the face. This time squeezing all the muscles in the face. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Eyebrows, eyelids, forehead. Squeeze and soften. Every muscle in the face becoming smooth and soft now. Expressionless. Entire body from the tips of your toes to the very top of your head. Relaxing now. Entire body relaxing now. Just become aware of the breath at our nostrils. Become a witness to the breath. Shift your awareness to the navel region, watching the breath in the belly, moving the belly. The belly effortlessly rises and falls, each passing inhalation and exhale. Do nothing about it, simply observe. Counting together now. Breath backwards from 10. Mentally repeating. Belly rise at 10. Belly falls at 10. Belly rise at 9. Belly falls. And stay with your count. Your rhythm all the way down to 1. Trying not to lose count. Releasing the breath, releasing the count, letting your attention drift effortlessly now. Staying attuned to any sensations or vibrations, emanations that arise in the body or the mind. And then rise and fall just like the breath. Cultivating a deep sense of stillness. Savoring your stillness. Corpse pose, Shavasana. Deeply restful. Natural rejuvenation, integration. Taking our awareness to our breath and breathing once again. Gradually extending the length of the inhalations and exhalations. Please take your time. Watching the belly rise and fall once again. This time deepening the breath, beginning the body's awakening process. Wiggle fingers and toes, the head or the nose. Inhabiting the body once again and letting any natural movements or stretches arise. Or stillness. Remaining still even as you begin to move. Let's all comfortably come to a relaxed side lying position. Coming over to the right side, laying comfortable fetal-like position. You can tune to that stillness once again. Using the strength of the hands, remaining still. Pressing ourselves to a comfortable seat once again with the eyes remaining closed. Take all the time you need to get there. Eyes come closed. Much the same way as we began, let's examine the breath at the nostrils. Direct impact of yoga practice to purify the breathing channels. See if you can tune in to the quiet breath. Resolving to carry this stillness, this peacefulness with us out into the world. Taking this yoga with us off the mat. Bring your hands together at heart level, gesturing the head slightly forward in appreciation for one another's presence in these sacred practices. Closing customarily, namaste. Eyes to come open. Smile on the face. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We are so grateful to be sharing these practices. Hit the like button. Send us an aloha. Namaste. Shaka. We love you. Tell us we can be better. Whatever it is, we want to learn. We're having fun doing these practices, getting this momentum going. Thank you for sharing a little bit of your day. We're grateful for your time. Extend this feeling out for the next few minutes, the next few hours, all the way into your evening. We are grateful. Aloha and namaste.
Subscribe down below.
Okay, thank you.